Archangel Michael says, "The heavens have opened this message for you tonight because something hidden is about to surface. In the next 24 hours, what you thought was loyalty may reveal itself as betrayal. The truth has been waiting silently, but now it refuses to stay buried. Your spirit has been sensing the tension, the whispers that pass behind closed doors. The heaviness you feel in your chest is not your imagination, it is the sign that heaven has already seen what was done against you. Now, the veil is lifting and your eyes will witness it. Every secret word spoken in shadows, every promise broken without your knowledge, will rise like fire. The ones you trusted most will no longer be able to hide behind masks. A shocking revelation will stand in front of you like a storm breaking through calm skies. The family you thought you fully knew has another face behind their smiles. And within 24 hours, that face will be revealed to you without mercy. Heaven says you must be ready for the tears, but also for the strength that will come to you when the truth shatters the silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The angels have been watching the way certain people spoke about you when you were not present. Their lips carried stories not of love, but of envy, greed, and jealousy. They thought no one would ever uncover their words, but heaven has written them all. The shocking part is that these words came not from strangers, but from blood, from family. The ones you fed, protected, and trusted carried daggers in their mouths. Yet heaven delayed their exposure until this moment, because only now are you strong enough to endure it. When the revelation arrives, you will feel your knees weaken, because the wound of family betrayal cuts deeper than any enemy. But the same power that allowed you to stand until this moment will lift you higher after the truth explodes into light. Every false foundation built against you will collapse. Heaven whispers tonight that although this moment will break your heart, it will also free you from illusions. You will no longer waste love on those who secretly despise you. Instead, your hands will be directed toward those who are worthy of your light. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The walls of your home have held echoes you were not meant to hear. Conversations whispered in corners, plans hidden behind gestures, and eyes that pretended to care while plotting harm. Those echoes now grow louder because heaven is ready to expose them. The truth will not come softly, it will arrive like thunder shaking your ground. In less than 24 hours, a message, a slip of the tongue, or a sudden event will tear open the disguise. What was hidden in the dark will scream in the light of day. Do not fear what is coming, because it is not meant to destroy you but to open your eyes. Heaven allowed the mask to remain for so long only to test your endurance. Now the time has arrived to reveal the true face behind their smiles. Their silence will break, and their actions will be revealed with undeniable proof. You will no longer be blind to their motives. Heaven's hand is removing the cover so you can walk in truth, even if it cuts deeply at first. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The betrayal was planned long before you ever suspected. Jealousy was planted like a seed in their hearts, watered every day by bitterness. They smiled at you outwardly, but inwardly they resented your light and your destiny. These were not enemies from afar but family whose blood runs through your veins. That is why the pain will feel unbearable at first. But remember, the greatest wounds often give birth to the greatest strength. Every word they spoke in secrecy has been carried to heaven like smoke. The angels recorded their schemes, the laughter they shared when you suffered, and the intentions they thought would never be uncovered. All of it is now rising before you. Within 24 hours, something will happen that forces their truth into the open. They will not be able to escape or hide. And when it happens, heaven will stand with you so you will not collapse under the weight of betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your spirit already sensed the change in their behavior, but you ignored it out of love. You gave excuses for their distance, their coldness, their sudden shifts in tone. But the truth is, they were already preparing to turn against you. Heaven says, do not waste energy asking why they did this. Greed and envy do not need reasons, they only need openings. They saw your blessings, your future, and your protection, and it fueled their hatred. The shock will come because one of the family members you thought was most loyal is part of this. That realization will feel like fire piercing your heart. But after the tears, you will stand stronger than ever before. Archangel Michael says, you must prepare yourself emotionally, because what is revealed will change how you look at them forever. Once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. But remember, heaven never exposes without a plan to heal. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The clock is ticking, and the next 24 hours are not ordinary hours. They are sacred hours chosen by heaven to open your eyes. Every moment that passes is pulling the veil away from the lies you have been living under. The truth will not arrive politely. It will crash into your life, breaking illusions and shaking your heart. Yet even in the pain, you will see the justice of heaven at work. Those who thought their actions would never surface are already trembling in silence. They sense that something is shifting beyond their control. Their faces will give them away before their lips even speak. Prepare your heart, for the revelation will cut like a sword. You will feel betrayal, but you will also feel freedom. The chains of false love are finally breaking from around your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Heaven has been patient, watching every hidden plan, every quiet betrayal. For too long, the truth was locked away like a secret chamber. Now, the key has been turned, and the door is opening. Your family's mask will slip, and the real face will be revealed. This unveiling may shock you to the core, but it is necessary for your protection. Heaven never exposes unless there is danger behind the cover. The betrayal did not happen overnight. It was growing like a shadow at the edge of your life. Every smile that looked kind was painted with deception. Within these next hours, the truth will appear in ways you cannot ignore. A word spoken, a secret revealed, or a sudden confession will shatter the silence. And when it happens, your spirit will finally understand why heaven was warning you. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The angels saw you cry when you thought nobody cared. They heard your heart whisper that something felt wrong, but you had no proof. Now, proof will come and it will be undeniable. The family bond you thought was unbreakable will show its cracks. But those cracks will release you from illusions that were never meant to stand. Heaven is choosing your freedom over your comfort. Do not resist when the truth appears, even if it hurts more than you imagined. Sometimes, exposure feels like destruction, but it is actually protection. You will thank heaven later for saving you from those who pretended to love you. Archangel Michael says, even in the moment of shock, remember you are not alone. Heaven's wings surround you, and your tears are being counted. Strength will replace your pain, and clarity will replace your confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The truth has been circling around you like a storm waiting to break. You felt the unease in their eyes, the sudden quiet when you entered the room. That was not your imagination. It was the evidence of their guilt. Heaven has delayed this moment so you could grow stronger. Now your spirit has matured enough to handle the impact. What comes next will hurt, but it will also make you unstoppable. The family bond that once felt sacred has been touched by envy. They resented your resilience, your blessings, and the way heaven carried you through storms. Instead of celebrating your light, they sought ways to dim it. Every lie they spoke will now fall apart. Every false smile will fade. Within 24 hours, their true intentions will rise from the shadows like smoke from a fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The betrayal runs deeper than you expect. It is not only one person but more than one working together. Their words formed a web designed to trap your heart in confusion. They feared your strength, so they tried to weaken you from within. They believed that breaking your trust would break your destiny. But they underestimated the power protecting you. Heaven says, the very trap they set for you will become the trap that exposes them. Their own words will betray them. Their own actions will reveal the truth. You will see their faces pale as the truth unfolds. The ones who once looked bold will look terrified, because heaven has ordered their exposure. Nothing can hide them anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your tears will flow when the truth is revealed. It will sting like salt in an open wound. But those tears are the final tears you will cry for false love. Once the truth comes, you will no longer live in confusion. You will no longer question why their love felt cold. The answer will stand before you like a mirror reflecting their hidden nature. This revelation is not punishment for you but liberation. Heaven is removing the veil so you can walk with clarity. The pain will be temporary, but the freedom will last forever. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself because your destiny is too important for heaven to let you stay blind. The revelation will shock you, but it will also guide you to the people who are truly meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The air around you will feel heavy before the truth comes. It will be as if your spirit knows something is breaking open. Do not ignore that weight, it is heaven preparing your heart. Family is meant to be your shield, but instead, some became your hidden enemy. They clapped when you succeeded in front of you, but cursed you when you turned away. Their hearts grew darker with every blessing you received. The shocking part is how long they managed to keep it hidden. They smiled at you at the table, embraced you in gatherings, but inside, their envy burned like fire. You trusted their words, yet their intentions were poisoned. Now, heaven says the masks are finished. They cannot play two roles anymore. Within 24 hours, the storm will rip away their disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Do not be afraid of what is about to be shown. The angels are with you, and their wings will cover you when the blow lands. You will not stand alone when the revelation pierces your heart. Their whispers of betrayal were meant to weaken your soul. But heaven has turned their whispers into evidence. Their lies will testify against them in front of your eyes. When the truth is revealed, it may come as a sudden argument, a confession, or an unexpected message. Whatever the method, you will know it is not coincidence. It is heaven's timing to protect you. Though the shock will sting, your heart will soon see clearly. The fog of confusion will vanish. The truth, though painful, will finally set your spirit free. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They thought you would never see their real faces. They thought you would remain blind forever. But heaven has decided the time for hiding is over. Your destiny cannot be delayed any longer by their deceit. The same family that sought to hold you back will now become the reason you are elevated. For every lie spoken against you, heaven is preparing double honor. Do not cling to those who are exposed, even if your heart aches. When heaven removes someone, it is never a loss. It is protection from future destruction. Archangel Michael says, you must stay strong in the coming hours. What you see may hurt you deeply, but remember, it is necessary for your soul's protection and your destiny's rise. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The house you live in will feel different after the revelation. Some doors will close forever. But those doors lead only to deception, not to your future. Heaven is aligning your path to people who will love you without envy. People who will celebrate your blessings, not resent them. This is the shift that begins after the truth is exposed. The betrayal of blood is heavy, but the protection of heaven is stronger. You will not break under the weight of what is coming. Instead, you will rise like gold purified through fire. Your enemies wore the mask of family, but heaven never lost sight of who they truly were. That is why the exposure is happening now, because your next chapter cannot begin with lies still clinging to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The night will feel restless before the unveiling. You may notice strange silence, tension in the air, and sudden heaviness in your chest. That is not fear, it is the signal of heaven that something hidden is moving toward the light. They believed their secrets were buried too deep to be discovered. But heaven is not mocked, every hidden plan is written in fire. The hour of exposure is already set and cannot be delayed. When the clock strikes within the 24 hours, the revelation will not whisper. It will roar like thunder, shaking every false foundation. The faces you thought you knew will no longer look the same. The pain will be real, but so will the release. The lie will die, and your truth will live. Heaven is breaking the chains of false family loyalty that only trapped you. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Do not try to fight against the revelation. Allow it to arrive, even if it crashes into your peace. It is better to face the truth than to live blind in deception. Your family's betrayal has already reached heaven's ears. They may think their words were carried by the wind, but angels have recorded every sound. Their laughter at your pain has become the very evidence of their guilt. When the mask slips, you will recognize the coldness you once excused. Their eyes will tell you everything before their mouths confess. And you will finally understand why heaven never let you rest easy in their presence. This unveiling will be the beginning of your healing. For once the lies are gone, your soul will no longer waste love on those who never deserved it. Clarity will replace confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Some of them envied your strength since the beginning. They could not accept the favor that surrounded you. Instead of learning from your light, they secretly plotted to extinguish it. But heaven says the more they tried to harm you, the more your destiny grew. Their betrayal did not stop your blessings, it multiplied them. Every curse they spoke has turned into fuel for your rise. They will be shocked that their exposure is not the end of you but the start of something greater. Heaven has waited for this moment to push you into your next chapter. This revelation is not your destruction but your deliverance. Archangel Michael says, "Do not tremble when the truth arrives. Stand still, for heaven will strengthen you to face it. The pain may sting, but your future depends on it." Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The storm may shake your house, but it will not shake your soul. What breaks in the next 24 hours will make room for what is real. What leaves your life will leave space for what is holy. Do not cling to what heaven is removing. Their betrayal is not your loss. Their exposure is your gift. Heaven says, soon your enemies will not be strangers but exposed faces you once called family. Their betrayal will no longer be hidden behind smiles. It will stand naked in the light of truth. And once you see it, you will rise stronger than ever before. Your destiny will finally move without chains. Heaven's justice will silence every false word spoken against you. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The hours ahead will feel strange. You will notice signs around you, little shifts in behavior, sudden tension in the air. Heaven is already preparing the stage for the truth to walk in. What they whispered in corners will soon echo in the open. The lies they built like walls will crumble before your eyes. The silence they tried to keep will break, and the hidden will scream out. Your spirit may tremble when the revelation strikes. Tears may fall because the wound will feel sharp. But behind those tears is the birth of freedom that was long delayed. For too long, you carried the weight of false trust. Now heaven is lifting it off you. The next 24 hours will free you from illusions that were never meant to guide your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. One family member will be at the center of this exposure. They thought their mask was perfect. But heaven's light always shines through, and their shadow will betray them. They will try to explain, but their words will collapse under truth. No excuse will stand, because heaven has already judged the matter. You will hear things that make your body freeze, but you will also feel a strange peace that you finally know. The betrayal will show you why certain things never made sense. Their behavior, their sudden distance, their hidden coldness. Every unanswered question will finally meet its answer. And when the truth is laid bare, the angels will comfort you. They will pour strength into your spirit so you can endure the blow. You will not be abandoned in your pain. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The shock may feel unbearable at first. But heaven reminds you that this is not to destroy you. It is to release you from chains you could not see. They thought they could play both sides, smiling in front of you, stabbing behind you. But heaven says, double lives cannot last forever. Exposure is the destiny of every hidden deed. The faces you trusted will be unmasked. The words they spoke will be revealed. The plans they formed will turn against them. Archangel Michael says, the truth may break your heart, but it will also save your soul. Do not resist what is coming. Let the revelation do its work. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Heaven has chosen you for clarity, not confusion. You are being pulled out of the fog and into the light. This is why the exposure is happening now. You will see them falter as their lies crumble. The strength they once showed will vanish. The guilt they carried will finally pour out. Do not fear their exposure, it is not your shame, it is theirs. You are the one who stood pure, who loved true. Their betrayal only revealed their emptiness. When the 24 hours pass, your soul will no longer live in doubt. The truth will hurt, but it will also heal. It will close doors that should have never been opened. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The clock of heaven is already moving toward the moment of truth. Every second that passes is drawing you closer to exposure. The veil that covered their actions is tearing apart. You will not need to search for the truth, it will arrive at your feet. It may come through a sudden slip of words, a message left uncovered, or an unexpected confrontation. However it comes, it will pierce like lightning in the night. Their faces will be pale when you look at them after the revelation. The boldness they once had will vanish, leaving only fear. They will know they can no longer pretend. The very people who thought they could hide will be trapped in their own web. Their lies will choke the betrayal will not just sting your heart, it will open your eyes. You will finally understand why your spirit never felt settled around them. The energy of lies was always present, but now it will be undeniable. Heaven says, you must prepare yourself not to collapse under the shock. The angels will be beside you, carrying your strength when your knees weaken. You will not face this storm alone. Every tear you cry will be gathered by heaven as evidence of your endurance. They will not fall in vain. Each drop will water the soil for your new beginning. And when the truth has been spoken, you will rise stronger than before. What was hidden will no longer haunt you. What was broken will be rebuilt by heaven's hands. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The exposure will come like a sudden crack in the sky. You will feel the energy shift the moment it begins. Their words will falter, and the truth will slip through their tongues. They may try to deny, but heaven will bring undeniable proof. What they thought was secret will be displayed before your eyes. The evidence will silence every attempt to cover. Your family bond will feel shattered in that moment. But understand, the break is not for your destruction, it is for your protection. Heaven cannot let you build your future on lies. Archangel Michael says, the truth may feel like fire, but it is a holy fire. It burns away the false so only the pure can remain. You are being refined, not destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The hours after the revelation will test your strength. You may feel empty, broken, and betrayed. But heaven will begin filling those empty spaces with peace. Your destiny requires clarity, not confusion. That is why heaven is stripping away the ones who wore masks. Their exit is painful, but it is also a cleansing. When they are exposed, you will see their true intentions were never for your good. The love they gave was only an illusion. But your heart will no longer be trapped by their lies. The angels declare, your story does not end in betrayal. It begins again in freedom. What is leaving your life is making space for what is true. Type Amen to get blessing 3030.